All right, everything seems to be a bit better this time. Connecting. All right, connected. So if there's anyone out there, just let us know if the audio's okay. I've just had to restart the stream. So if you just refresh, hopefully we'll get a few people in here shortly. So what I might even, yeah, here we go. Okay, Jack's in, yep, sounds good. All right, can hear and see now. Okay, good. All right, let's come around to the front of the camera. So yes, have a very special guest with us today. So welcome to my tree again, and I brought Dan along with me tonight.
He's going.
So we're just going to take some photos and basically have a chat. So Dan's got a few plans with a new YouTube channel, wants to really start pushing his photography up here. So we're just going to chat, and it's sort of, you know, to get Dan in front of the camera, get him talking and share some stories.
Sounds good.
So that's, you know, hopefully the sun does what it did last night, and we might actually get some nice photos while we're at it.
It's looking promising.
It is looking good. There's some nice cloud up here.
Yeah.
Nice, lots of cloud on the horizon, so it's everywhere at the moment. So it is looking good. But yeah, after last night, I don't know if we're going to get it twice in a row. We'll see how we go.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. So let us know if you can hear Dan okay. So if you want to just say hello, and we'll just check that your audio's okay.
Mic check. Hello, hello.
G'day, Leslie, how are you? Leslie says hello.
Hello, Leslie.
So can you hear Dan okay? We're both coming through okay. So, yeah, so welcome. Look at that sky. I'm just looking at it on the back of the phone, and it is looking quite nice.
So good.
So it is. Yes, both. All good for Dan. Okay, good.
All good.
All right. So we've got Cool JB, which is Jack. He's my son.
Yeah, sweet.
We've got Knots on the Bay, which is Kath, which is my wife. And
Nice.
we've got Leslie in here at the moment. So we're just going to take some photos and have a bit of a chat. We've been planning this for a while, and our plan was to go out to Round Island on the kayaks and do a stream. But after all the rain we've had,
yeah, the weather.
We'll still do it. We'll still do it.
Yep.
We'll still go out to Round Island. I know Jack's keen. Jack's super keen to come out on the kayak.
Yep. He's got his own kayak.
No, we've got the two-seater.
Oh yeah, sweet.
Yeah,
That's
we've got
cool.
a two-seater. So yeah, we'll get that. We haven't used it for a while either. But yeah, he's been working over the Christmas holidays, and then he's off to Sunny Coast to study next year.
That's good.
So, yeah, marine biology, right
Yeah,
up your
nice.
alley. Right
yeah,
up,
he'd love it then.
Yeah.
Does he dive?
No, but he wants to.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, he'll love it.
I've told him about you and your free diving.
Yeah,
so,
you'll have to get a camera.
Yeah.
Get a
So
rig.
there you go, Dan. Dan's your man, Jack.
Yeah, mate. Get in the water.
Yep.
Get amongst it.
Yeah. He was asking to go for a dive out on the Torquay Reef the other day.
Yeah, it's nice.
It was a bit dirty. It was a bit cloudy.
Yeah.
So once it clears up, it is nice. We've been out there a few times.
Yeah.
It is nice.
I think you got to get it low tide.
Yeah. Yep.
Less separation in the water.
Yep.
And then I think in the mornings is better.
Yeah.
What I've found, it's
Yeah,
better in the mornings.
okay.
Yeah,
Before
less
the wind kind of stirs it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's been some cool stuff out there lately.
Yeah.
In the Coffee Rock. There's a lot to see on the Fraser Coast.
There is.
You know,
And now it's a
people don't
green
know
zone
about.
too, that reef.
Yeah.
That little reef's a
Yeah,
green
which is
zone,
good.
Which,
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember I was out there with Jack one day and he was diving down,
Yeah.
and all I heard was when he
Yeah.
came up and he saw a sea snake. So
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
got
there's
pretty
so many
excited.
sea snakes out there. It's so good.
Yeah. We are very lucky. We've got lots of stuff close.
And now it's a green zone. There should be a lot more stuff coming back, a lot more fish and a lot more sea life. And then hopefully the turtles can get used to us a bit more.
Yep.
Because they're skittish here. Like
They are.
anywhere else you dive, they don't have a issue.
Okay,
But
yep.
here around the bay they seem to, you know.
Yeah. I wonder why.
I think it's boats might, you know, boats. And
Boats, swimmers, kayakers. Yeah. They're probably out on the reef. They're probably not used to seeing people, so they're a bit more inquisitive and come and have a look.
Yeah.
We're out here. It's like, oh, there's another human. Let's
Get out of here.
All right, let's have a look at. So, g'day Pam, how are you? Looks nicer down there than up here in Cairns. You're up in Cairns.
Oh, I'm going there in 2 weeks.
Yeah, Dan's up there in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So if you missed the start, I've got Dan with me today, Aqua Dan.
Hello.
So anyone who's new in the stream, I've left all Dan's details in the description. So I know everyone from Harvey Bay will know Dan, underwater photographer, does some really, really awesome work. So I've left a link to his Facebook, his Instagram and his website in the description. So don't go and look at it now, wait until we're finished.
Yeah.
Look at it later. And yeah, let's hope that we get that epic sunset.
Yeah, it looks so good.
It is looking nice. It is looking nice.
Those cloud patterns are good.
So Jack said he can't wait for some clear water again.
Yeah, me too, mate. That's seems to be cloudy and there's just the wind and the storms and.
It's been like that. It's been either windy, the rain's kind of stirred it all up. We haven't had a good clean, no wind week for everything to settle.
Last couple of dives we've been out to the Coffee Rock at Gari, and I've seen eagle rays out there. There's been heaps of lemon sharks and loggerheads. So there's a lot of life out there at the moment. So I was spewing because we've had like that month that's just been raining. I've been dying to get back out there.
Yeah, and this time of year too, they probably I reckon they will push out of the bay to get away from all the traffic and head up to the island. So yeah. Anyway, let's this is a photography stream, so we should take some photos, I guess. I think I have brought Dan out here once before and we did the astro photos.
Yeah, it was so good.
And that night was pretty awesome, it was. So yeah, for anyone who's new to the channel, Harvey Bay has some of the best Milky Way conditions in Australia, to be honest. Literally a 10-minute walk from the car park, and it's a 5-minute drive from our house. Okay, so it's very much in the heart of town, but we're looking out where there's no light, so it's very clear of a night time, and our nights don't get too cold. It's Queensland, so some nights get a bit chilly, but nice clear skies. Yeah, and the sky, it's looking nice. It is looking nice.
Hoping we get all those colours.
Yeah. So you haven't been here on a sunset, have you?
No, I haven't.
Just the astro.
Yeah, this is the first. I always remember seeing your tree and I was like, man, that's such a beautiful tree. And I didn't know where it was, and it wasn't until we came here for astro that I found it. But
good.
It's nice out here.
Yeah. So if you're in the chat, don't buy his photos. Buy mine. Nah, look,
he's a bit competitive.
Yeah, I'll put his website in there. So yep, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. And look, I'm sort of here to help support the locals as well.
Yeah.
Because, it's a pretty small town and everyone's kind of, it is a little community. It's a really nice community. So I know a lot of people in the chat, I have nights where I just invite them out. Don't charge them.
Yeah.
Some of them cook me cakes and cookies.
It all comes back, doesn't it?
It does.
That's what we're trying to do with the underwater stuff, is just get more people involved and get more people passionate about the ocean and get them in, in the water.
Yep.
And just get creative as well, which
is something different, which is good. It is. It's good. If you're out here doing landscape photos all the time, I wouldn't invite you. Underwater, it's really cool. I love what you're doing.
That's where my passion is. Everything else is kind of like it doesn't kind of matter with me. That's where I want to go with everything.
Yeah.
So I just do the beachscapes because obviously you still got to
still got to brush up on your skills, and it all translates. Like everything with photography translates. Like even sports photography, for example, like all your underwater shots when you got things moving, it's sort of and that's kind of what I teach, is learn everything, do a little bit of everything, and then you'll kind of work out what you like. And that's kind of that's the process I went through. I started off with landscapes and wildlife, and then eventually did sports and then weddings, and you kind of, once you learn everything, you get all those skills to then do what you want.
You can use it
to it.
Yeah, and you can get creative with it. One thing about underwater photography is it forces you to use your manual settings. So your camera doesn't know it's underwater, and every 5 meters you lose light, which means you lose color. You got to introduce that back. So there's no kind of getting away with auto underwater if you want to dive at depth. So that forces you to learn your settings, and then that translates with everything else that you do as well, which I found good.
So it's sort of, I guess in a way, it's almost like putting a filter on your lens where you're tricking the camera. The camera doesn't really know what's happening because you're underwater. And white balance is going to be off. And
100%. You've got to white balance every 5 meters. People don't know that. When you're diving, you've got a white card and you white balance every 5 meters.
Okay. See, I didn't even know that. Because I haven't done underwater photography. So
it's tricky, but it's rewarding.
No. And the photos, they are awesome. They are awesome. So when the stream's finished, go and check out his photos.
Yes, thank you.
Let's go and take some photos. We'll go and have a quick chat. So we've got 4 people. So this is where you can sort of see we've got 4 people in there. There's all the chat there.
Nice.
Your new thumbnail glitched out, same as yesterday. Oh, so it's got it's got my mouse pad again, has it? Yeah, I had to end the stream and restart it. I don't know if I can change my thumbnail. I'll do it later. I'm not too concerned with the thumbnail at the moment. Look, it might be a good thumb. People might go, "What the hell is that?" and click on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this is more just to come out, have a chat with Dan, and let people get to know Dan a bit better. So.
Yep. Or you can come visit me at the markets.
Yeah, that's right.
Talk photography.
Tell them about your market.
I don't sell anything though when photographers come down because I just want to talk their ear off.
Yeah.
I usually get divers and photographers and then I'm on.
Yeah.
You know? Yep. You can talk for hours and then you got customers come in and come and go and you've sold nothing because you're yarning.
But yeah, Christmas time. So, is there another stall that this morning was the last one before Christmas?
Yeah, for me. We'll be going to Cairns and then New South Wales. We're going to do some diving down there. I think we're going to do Julian, Cook Island.
Yep.
So go do the zebra sharks and that.
Okay.
And then go up to Cairns and try to do some reef and escape the weather. But I heard it's been raining there too in Cairns.
Yeah, so Pam might be able to confirm because Dan's on his way up soon.
I am. We chose a great time. Yeah. It's cyclone season.
Yeah. So hopefully everything sort of stays good. We will take photos. I'm just waiting for the sky to do something.
Yep.
I've got a billion photos of this tree, and after last night, I don't think I'll top last night. It was
intense.
Yeah, have a look on Insta when you get home.
I will.
Yeah, it was one of those nights where it just went and it went.
Yep.
So it was good. So yeah, you'll probably remember from the astro photos, if you get down low, get down low.
Yeah. I like those textures because I did take a few home, the textures in the sand. That kind of led into the...
Yep. And you get like all these stingray lies make for some good puddles. What I might do, let me just bring the camera over. Reception, the stream just ended when we started, so let me bring that over.
A lot of bird life out here as well.
There is. There's.
If you like birds.
There was a couple of birders out here the other day taking some photos. Quite often see the ospreys. The rainbow bee-eaters are a bit more inland.
Yep.
But yeah, lots of bird life out here. It's good. If you don't mind getting muddy feet, this can be good. All right, so we've got 5 people in here at the moment. So thank you to everyone who's joined in. I know it's a Saturday night close to Christmas, so I wasn't expecting a lot of people. Look, what's that? There's a bird just flown into the tree. I didn't quite see what it was.
I can't see it either.
I'm going to get some shots anyway.
I've got the tele lens in there too.
I'm just going to zoom in. Yeah, we've just had a bird land in the tree.
I think that's a pigeon.
It's a pigeon?
Yeah.
Okay, we might get some shots. We might just leave the pigeon there. We'll Photoshop a bee-eater or something in there. So here you go, Pam's. Yes, it has been raining since we arrived on Thursday. We got through before the highway was cut off.
Oh, no.
No.
It's not good news, is it?
No. Well, so when are you going? 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Okay.
It should be all right, hopefully.
Hopefully. But, a week of no rain, it should dry up pretty quick. All right, we're just going to go and take some photos. So let me know what the audio's like. It's the first time we've kind of used the 2 mics. So Dan's got one like literally under his chin. So let us know how it sounds. And we're just going to take some photos because the sky's looking really nice. Okay, even though we don't have colour, the sky is looking really nice.
Planning to shoot low?
Yeah, plan to shoot low. What I'll do is I'm going to run through my settings.
Yeah.
So I kind of did this the other night. And what I do, I watch my histogram. Okay, so what I'm going to do is aim over towards the sun, where the sun is. I'm shooting at f8. Let me just spin this around this way a bit. So I'm at f8, ISO at 100, and all I'm changing is my shutter speed. Okay, and I'm just going to change my shutter speed so my highlights are under control. I don't mind my photos being a little bit too dark.
You can bring it back.
Bracketing, this time of day, bracketing is probably a good idea, but I'm just going to hand hold for now. And all I'm really doing is keeping those highlights under control by keeping this histogram as far away from the right hand side as possible without going too dark. I don't mind if I blow the highlights just a little bit, so somewhere around about there. And because I'm in manual mode, I can just shoot away. So Leslie says, yeah, both sound fine. Good. All right, and the only other thing I do is I'll focus on the horizon, okay? Because we're working with wide angles.
Yep.
I just focus on my horizon, because it's all about the sun. So focus out there and then lock it into manual.
Yep.
That's how I do it. Because I find that shooting at f8, wide angle, your depth of field's massive. Then you don't have to focus stack and all that sort of thing. And you know, that's kind of how I plan if I'm doing a sunset shot, it's all about the sky, okay? Yeah, it's nice to have that foreground there, but it is about the sky, so I want the sky to be nice and sharp. And I know just from years of practice that if I focus on my horizon at f8 with this lens,
yep,
that tree's going to be sharp.
Yep.
Okay, unless I get really close to it, then my depth of field changes.
Yep.
So yeah, keep it simple. Different story when I'm out on the rocks doing the water. You know, when you do things like that, then I focus stack, I exposure bracket, like do everything, like do the whole lot.
That's the same thing with split shot photography. Is you want to do that kind of stuff, so you've got everything in focus.
Yep. So yeah, if you haven't seen any of Dan's he does a lot of shots where he's like underwater and above the water as well.
Yeah, you need a big dome port.
Yeah.
To separate the water
enough
to take those wide shots, and then have it all in focus, because sometimes it wants to focus on the waterline itself. So doing what you said is just focusing on the horizon,
on infinity sort of thing.
Yeah, and then you can get in focus out of water shot and then into the marine world as well.
I reckon one of my favourite shots is Julie on the sup.
Yeah,
you've got the reef,
with the reef,
reef, and Julie's on a sup under a sunset, and it looks amazing. I love that shot.
They're the best times to be out there too.
Yeah,
it's just it's magic.
That is a nice shot. So once the stream's finished, go and have a look.
Check it out.
All right. So yeah, look, see how the cloud's kind of coming each way?
Yeah.
What I'm thinking is if we frame the tree up, so then you got the cloud going away from the tree, if that makes sense.
Be good to fit it all in, but
it would. Let me, I'll bring the camera over and kind of give people an idea of what I'm thinking at the moment. So see how we've got the cloud? I want the tree like right here. So then the cloud is kind of coming out of the tree, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm thinking at the moment with my framing. And then once we start to get some colour, we'll come over this way. It's looking very much like last night. So if anyone saw last night's sunset, it was epic. It was really, really good. So 6 people in here now. So yes, thank you to everyone who's in. And hopefully the reception holds out. It seems to be running okay at the moment. I apologise for my dodgy thumbnail. I had to restart the stream. So this is where it'd be good to have a mod. I might have to make either Jack or Kath a mod one day. Then they can change thumbnails and do things. All right, so let's get what I call the banker. We're just going to get one shot. Do you want to send a link to Julie and see if she wants to join in?
Yeah. Have you? Did you send it? To...
Jump onto.
Instagram?
I'll have a look in a second. I'll have a look and see, because I've got the phone recording.
Yep.
So you've got the articulated screen, so you can actually get down and see.
Yeah, get down low. Yeah.
That's the one thing that I'm really kind of swaying me towards my getting a new camera, is not having an articulated screen. Mate. Oh, it's painful. And the worst part, the worst part about being an instructor, is I get to use everyone else's cameras and everyone has it, and I'm like, oh God, this is so much easier. This is really good. So I've just got to wing it. Yeah, that's not too bad. I've kind of learned how to wing it and just include a lot of trees. So
yeah, nice.
I love just having that tree above the horizon. Makes it look nice.
Yep.
And once we get some colour, then it'll look really good.
Have you ever tried the low setting with the at the start of that?
Yeah. You do get some really nice reflections over there as well.
Yeah.
You've got to be really low, because otherwise the tree kind of cuts into all of that behind.
Okay, yeah.
So if you get your camera almost on the water, you get really nice reflections.
Yeah, nice. I might go check it out.
Yeah, have a look. We'll head over there as well, and I'll bring the chat along with us so we can sort of talk through what we're doing. So already Dan spotted the reflections. And there's a lot of stingray lies here at the moment, which is good.
The last time I was out here, I put my foot in one of these holes and one of the mud crabs came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
God, I hope we see a mud crab.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Okay, so let's come over this way. So yeah, nice big puddle on this side of the tree. The only problem is as you'll see from now, the tree kind of cuts into the background. But if I'm not going to take the camera off. Let me go and grab my tripod. But look at that sky. That will go off. That will go off. So this is one of those spots, get down low and you kind of...
Yeah, it's hard, because those trees really affect it. Yeah.
And that's one thing that I'm sort of always wary of. I'm sort of watching my background because I don't like messy shots. I like
it gets
to keep
busy.
it clean. Yeah.
You want to draw that eye into the subject and stuff like that, and if you've got a really busy background, then
exactly. It's a distraction.
Yeah.
So,
but the
reflections are nice, and like I said, you've literally got to get the camera on the ground. So what I'll do, I'm just going to take another quick reading, because now that we're shooting into the sun, I'm going to speed up my shutter speed even more. So still focused on the horizon. So I'll show you sort of get right down on the puddle and literally get the camera on the water.
I'll get some photos of you in action.
Yeah. And I've just sent out ripples through the water, which I don't like. So that's better. There's a toadie right there. So yeah, if you get down super low, it still sort of cuts through the background a bit though.
Oh, yeah, cool.
So
you're starting to get colours over there.
Starting to get some colour on the horizon there. Okay, so there's the shot. That's what I mean by getting down really low.
Oh.
Yeah, we might sort of head back that way. Reconnected. Okay, looks like the stream just dropped out. And yeah, that's our wonderful Harvey Bay reception there. So hopefully you're back with us. It might have just jumped and jittered for a little bit. So what I'll do, I'm going to come back here. The reception just seems to be a little bit better back this way. So yeah, look, if anything, if the stream drops out or pauses or anything, just stick with it because it will come back. Just let us know that the audio's okay and that hasn't dropped out completely. So I'm just going to come back here a little bit. The reception seems to be a bit better. So yeah, just give us a quick update. Let me know that you can still hear us. Because yeah, we just lost reception for a second there. So let me know that we are still live. Yeah, we're starting to get some colour now. Stream didn't cut out, just one tiny jump. Okay, good. All right, it cut out on my end. I got a message saying disconnected. So that's good. It retries. So yeah, if it does drop out, it will just retry. So 9 people in here at the moment. So thank you to everyone who's in here. So yeah, if there's anyone new to the channel, this is a bit of an experiment today. I've got Dan out here with me today. So not as much photography as my normal streams. We're just out here to have a chat. Okay, out here to have a chat and hope for a nice sunset. Okay, Leslie, all good? Okay, good. All right, and I reckon we're going to get colour. This is very similar to what happened last night. Very similar. All we need is a little break in the horizon. So if we get a little break over here in the horizon, that'll get the sun coming up and reflecting on that cloud, which is what happened last night. We had this little tiny gap on the horizon, which then the sun kind of beams up onto those clouds. So hopefully we get that tonight. No guarantees with sunsets, that's a problem, eh?
It can be hit and miss.
It can.
I always bring all the lenses just in case.
Yeah, yep. Because yeah, the day you don't take, last night was funny, I brought out the 50D.
Yep.
I thought, because it was really cloudy and grey when I got here, and I thought, I'm going to use the 50D and make a video on, how good does an old camera stack up.
Yep.
And it was the most epic sunset I've ever seen.
Oh,
and
man.
I've got the 50D with the kit lens.
Oh, no.
But look, the photos, they're still pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah, they are pretty good. So I kind of, in a way I cheated. I did lots of panos. So by the time I stitch them together, you go and, some of them are up to like 50, 60 megapixel panos.
Yep.
So that's one good thing about, if you don't have the megapixels, just do a bit of a pano.
So not long now, I don't think.
No, it's starting to look good. What is the time?
You're getting a lot of, see the birds' reflections over there?
Yeah, I do want to get over there one day.
Reflecting on the water.
I do want to get over there one day. Seagull.
That's the thing when you bring all your lenses too, like if one doesn't work out, you can always find something.
Yeah, yep. I used to do it all the time. I used to take the backpack with me and have all my lenses. But these days, look, it's more of a, I can't be bothered taking the backpack a lot of the times.
Or you got nowhere to put it, like out here.
Yeah,
there's mud.
I don't want to leave it
hang
on the mud.
tree.
There's a tree you can kind of hang it in, but yeah, the big backpack with all the gear and no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the time?
The time is 6:15.
6:15. All right. So sunset's still another. I think it's 6:40. I think it's about 6:40. So that's kind of when, once it gets right on that horizon, hopefully this will light up. Yeah, this is kind of what happened yesterday. I'm sitting there, I'm making a video.
Yeah.
And it's like this, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, good day to bring the old 50D. Then all of a sudden, just boom, it went off.
Lit up.
So, yeah.
Oh, it's looking promising.
It is. And even without colour, like the clouds are still nice. Like the clouds are still quite nice. So I'm gonna try and get some of these reflections. Because yeah, after taking the photos the other day, the reflections do look nice. If you get it on the right angle, you can get those reflections looking really good. Let's just slow down our shutter speed a tiny bit. Get down low. Yeah, that's not bad. Get a bit more of that puddle. Yeah, that's not bad. I do like a shot with a bit of puddle in the front. Yeah, that's looking nice. I'll show you some of the shots that we're getting, just to give you an idea of what we're doing. Sounds all good. Okay, so there's another shot, just getting that puddle down nice and low. It's hard to get the whole tree reflecting in the puddle, so that's about the best I can get at. The other side we have the nice big puddle, so there you get some good reflections. Yeah, we're starting to get some colour now, starting to look good. So, yeah, I reckon there's going to be a few people in Hervey Bay out tonight, hoping that we get what we got last night.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I reckon we will.
Yeah.
I have faith.
So do I, after seeing what happened. Like the cloud formation was almost identical last night. Very similar cloud formation. There is a little gap on that horizon. You can just sort of see that little bit of colour. That little bit of colour over here. Once that sun gets a bit lower, hopefully, that stays clear there. And we could get that big explosion of colour.
That's the thing too, like when you're scanning the area and you're here for the tree, but you pick up on the things in the distance,
yes.
Like you got that piece of wood there and it's reflecting in the light over here.
Yeah,
if I point to it. You won't pick it up because it's a bit wide, but over here there's stuff happening and there's some birds over here that are reflecting on the water. So there's a lot more
that's
going on.
So, and that's why it is good to have. I was almost going to bring the 24 to 105 just for that extra reach.
Yeah. And if it doesn't work out, we can always catch mud crabs.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Jack and I went for a walk in here not long ago to find some, and we were knee deep. It gets pretty soggy over there.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Just one of these stingray holes, and I tried it, and
the claws come
the claws come up, and I was like, what?
Yeah. All right, we're starting to get some colour, so I'm going to sort of, again...
I'm going to put the tele lens on, and I'm just going to go over here and get these birds, because I keep looking at it, and I'm like, if I miss it, I miss it.
Yeah, do it.
And I'll be back.
Because you will. You'll get some nice backlight through them, and the reflections. So Dan's just going to go for a bit of a wander. So he may drop out because I'm not sure how well that mic will pick up on that distance. But yeah, he's going to go and get his shot. And I'll stay here and have a look.
Oh, there's so many ants on the bag.
The ants are on your bag? Yeah. So yes, welcome to my tree. I think it's going to be good. I do think it's going to be good. All right, I'm just going to work with some of these reflections. I really do like all these stingray lights that are here. Normally it's all just sand. So the stingrays have been having a feast because there's yabby holes everywhere. Let me quickly show you. I'll take this off. I don't know how well you can see it, but yeah, the mud is full of yabby holes. And that's where the stingrays come in to eat all the yabbies. So they leave all these little potholes everywhere, which make for a quite nice foreground, to tell the truth. Get some nice reflections, just makes it a little bit more interesting. I think early on when I came out here, it was just sand. It was just sand and mud. But now, yeah, all those stingray holes, stingray lies, they look quite good. So yeah, Dan's off just chasing some birds. There's some birds over there on the horizon, and you should get some nice backlight shots. He's got his telephoto. Yeah, that's nice. Starting to get some colour. We're starting to get some nice colours. I'm just going to rattle off some shots while I'm here. Like I said, after last night, I don't think I can really beat last night's shot. And I've got Dan over there in the background. That's nice. Just got this little puddle here kind of coming in from the corner of my frame. I'd like to get one coming in the other way as well. I don't want the tree to get too lost in the clouds. There's another little puddle here, so I'm going to have this puddle coming in from this. Oh, you're not going to be able to see me. I'll come back in a second. I'll show you the shots. But yeah, enjoy this sunset. It's looking nice. Okay, so I'll just quickly show you what I've got. So there's the first one. So again, just with this little puddle down to the left, just adding some foreground interest, and then going the wrong way, back this way, and then a puddle just onto the right hand side. Just mixing it up. I don't want to go home with 20 shots exactly the same. So I'm just moving around, taking shots from different angles. Look at that sun, that is amazing. Okay, here it goes. Get ready, because this is going to go off. There's a gap on the horizon. I get the feeling this is going to do what it did last night. Yes, go and grab a beer or a wine or a soft drink and sit back and enjoy the show, because you're going to get a show. I'm not going to promise, but I think it's pretty safe to say that we're going to get some pretty epic skies happening very soon. Okay, the sky's looking good now. I'm just going to check my battery info. Yeah, the 50D last night, the battery ran out very quickly. Old camera, old batteries. This one's still fairly old, but not as old. Look at that sun. All right, I'm going to try and get a starburst. So I'm going to go up to F20. Let's go up to F16, I think. F16. Try and get a bit of a starburst. I'm actually going to zoom in. And then again, I'm just going to check my focus. So F16, I'm going to refocus on the horizon. Because I've zoomed in, I want to refocus. Still going to focus on the horizon though. Get it off live view so it actually focuses a bit better. Back into manual. And I'm going to slightly overexpose. With a starburst, I like to have those highlights clipping, so then you actually get a bit of a burst. You want light coming into the camera. That's not great. It's a little bit too high. It's a bit too diffused, to tell the truth. I might be down too low. Yeah, the sun's a bit too diffused at the moment. So they're not looking great. And yeah, because I'm shooting at f16, my shutter speed is getting a bit slow. I'll wait till it actually hits the horizon and we'll try again. But yeah, no need for the tripod at this stage, still plenty of light in the sky. F8 at about an 80th of a second. F8 at 1/80th of a second. How'd you go?
Yeah, happy with that.
Yeah, got some good ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, good, good. Okay, wow. G'day Hayley, how are you? Thank you for joining in. Lindsay, how are you? Nice to see you. If you didn't catch, I've got Aqua here with me, Lindsay. So we're out here capturing this awesome sunset, and have a look at it. It's starting to look good. It's starting to look good. It's yeah. Do you reckon Santa might bring you a flippy screen? I hope so. I hope Santa will probably give me the flippy screen without the camera attached to it. So, but yeah, look, every day is getting a day closer to needing a new camera. It's not so much wanting one. I think it's getting to that stage where I'm actually going to need one soon. So Lindsay's in the chat now. Lindsay McDowell.
Hello.
Hayley.
Wow, that's pretty.
That's looking good, isn't it? It's looking good. So this is a good way of framing up too. Like I always have a look at the back of the phone and think, geez, that looks good. And then like try and get the shot that's on there.
Yeah.
So
that's the way the clouds are.
Yeah.
And
the sun.
picking up the sun.
So that sun is looking nice. So I'm going to go and get some shots while it's doing this. I'm just going to pan around a little bit. See, over this way, everything gets messy.
Yep.
So I do want just that. And over this way, we don't really... no, we do. I was going to say, we don't have much colour that way yet, but we will. So all the action's there. That's kind of what I'm looking at framing up at the moment. What I saw was Aqua is there. Two amazing photographers. Yeah, well,
thanks. I'll get a big head here in a minute.
We try.
So we'll start to float off.
We try. So, yeah. Look, when you're out here taking photos as often as we do, you get a couple of good ones.
Yeah.
You get a couple of good ones.
You got to be out, huh?
That's it, and that's the key. Like, you know, you're not going to get good. You know, you will get better. Watching this stream will make you better instantly. That's a given. But yeah, get out there, take photos, and learn from your mistakes. Look at that sun. That's looking really
so
nice.
Pretty.
Again, I'm getting down low.
I think I came back here too early.
That's looking nice. I might even get the tripod out soon. I love when you get that glow on the horizon.
Me too.
That looks really good. That looks really good. And I'm going to deliberately blow out that sun.
Yeah.
Because the sun is meant to be bright, okay? So it is meant to be bright. We don't want to try and keep those highlights under control. I do want to blow them out a bit. Get that glow. That's really nice. Yeah. So yeah, thank you to everyone who's in here. I know it's nearly Christmas. So a lot of people are probably out having a Christmas drink and getting ready. And we're out here taking photos.
I know. It's so good though, look at it.
It is.
Insane.
And yeah, I've been messaging Dan a fair bit. We had a plan to go out to Round Island, but after all the rain,
we still will.
We definitely will. Yeah, the water was a bit filthy, so I saw the sky, 3 o'clock this afternoon. I sent him a message.
Yeah.
Might have even been 4.
Well, I was supposed to come yesterday, and then Neil texted me today, and he said, "Oh, you missed a stunner." Yeah. I was like, kicking myself. So I was like, I have to get out here today.
Yep.
Finish up at the markets, and we're here now. So,
yeah. And it's
rewarded.
Yep, exactly. We're getting what we came for, and we're sitting here talking, not taking photos.
Yeah. I just left that area. I went over there, and then it's just getting prettier.
And it does that.
And
this is one of the things I mentioned in a video the other day. Sometimes just sit here and appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
You don't have to take photos all the time.
That's the thing with diving too now, is that now that we take the camera out, if we go to places like Heron Island, we'll go, if we're there for 4 days, we take 1 day where we just dive.
Yeah,
That way you appreciate it.
Appreciate it, exactly, yeah. Because especially early on, I used to go and used to take all these photos and then get home and go, oh wow, I didn't even sort of notice. I was too busy like taking photos to actually sit back and appreciate what was happening.
I love these birds, hey?
Yeah,
with the reflection on the water.
They do look
and
good.
and the way that the water glows. I'm loving that.
That's nice.
But I walked over and it's kind of, it changes.
Yeah, it does.
So I could probably pick it up here from the tele lens, but I don't want to keep switching.
Yeah, that's part of the reason I stopped, because I found that I kept switching lenses, and then you kind of, usually if I want wildlife, I just put on the tele and then I concentrate on getting my wildlife.
Yeah, it's probably best, or then you're running around, you're all over the shop.
Yeah. Back when I was a little bit fit, I actually took 2 cameras with me. So I have one camera with the telephoto, and then one camera with the wide angle. So, but yeah, these days it's especially now that I'm kind of doing videos, and that's what you'll find once you start making videos. All the equipment you got to carry with you. Like 2 tripods for starters, an extra camera, batteries, microphones.
You try to have the rig and the lighting and stuff
then
for diving.
Underwater
so
gear.
You got the dive gear, then you've got the dome ports and the different kind of housings for them, and you got the rig. And I had to buy a Pelican the other day just so we can cart around all of our gear, because it's just too much.
Yeah. It's I like to just keep it simple these days. You can't though. You're going to have dive gear and
worth it though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Wow.
How good is this looking? This is looking really nice. So what lens did you choose? I have got the 17 to 40.
And I've got this 16 to 35.
So 16 to 35 for Dan, 17 to 40 for me. So Dan he's got his telephoto here as well. Which he's just switched back to the wide angle now that the sun's setting. And
I regret that decision, because if you look, you can't see it here on the live stream, but that is insane.
Yeah, over here there's a whole flock of birds right on that.
And they're reflecting in the water, and it's all like glowing.
Yeah, look at that sunset. It's looking good. So 9 people in here at the moment. So thank you to everyone who's in here. Much appreciated. So, and like I said earlier, I've left all links to Dan's Instagram and Facebook and website in the description. So disregard the thumbnail. I'll update the thumbnail when I get home. Yeah, we dropped out. The stream, it didn't start as it was supposed to, so I just restarted the new stream. I'm waiting for the clouds to explode again. I reckon if it's gonna, I hope it explodes. It's I just uploaded a time lapse onto Instagram, and it was literally an explosion of colour. It was amazing. And I reckon it'll do a similar thing. It's looking good. It is looking good. Not as much cloud as last night, but it's looking pretty good as it is. You know, I'm going to stop talking and take some more photos. Just going to recompose again. It's starting to get a little bit darker. Actually, you know what? It's time for the tripod. Time for the tripod. Then I don't have to worry about my settings as much, and I can actually shoot in live view then. Okay, so got the tripod. I'm going to get down super low. And we're right on sunset now. So let's get down really low. Get that tripod sinking into the mud. Now I can really slow down my shutter speed and not worry too much about what's happening. I should just recheck my focus actually. I haven't checked that for a while. Whenever you change focal lengths, always refocus. And again, just focusing on the horizon, because that's where all the action is. And 2-second timer. 2-second timer. Watching my highlights. Nice. Look at that. A little, like a white glow in the sky. Can you see that up there? just to the left of the sunset. There's a white glow.
Oh, see all the clouds?
Yeah. Wow. They've got actual like turtle patterns to them.
I should take a photo and then I can put it on my Instagram for people to see.
Yeah, actually do that. Yeah, look at that sky. This is looking nice.
Oh.
This is looking nice.
Lots of sharp stuff out here.
Yeah, there's lots of mangrove roots and all sorts of things happening. Great chat with you fellas. Thanks, Lindsay. So, and that was kind of the plan. The plan was for us just to come out and have a chat. So, you know, I'm slowly starting to get a bit more comfortable in front of a camera. Dan hasn't sort of been in front of the camera before. So we did a bit of a test stream a while ago. And I find it's just easier to talk to people rather than trying to talk to a camera. So that's what I said to Dan. I said, let's just go and have a chat. Let's just go and have a chat. And
wow.
I'm hearing wows.
That's so pretty.
Look at the yellow clouds to the right. Yeah, that's what Dan's zooming in on. He's zooming in on those. He's got his telephoto.
I'll be back putting these on
almost
tonight.
Like they're almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's about 7 of them. So we'll show your photos. There's some pelicans flying through, Dan, just to your left.
Oh, nice.
You can probably get a silhouette against the sky. Oh, don't.
Oh, they did.
Oh,
no.
Oh, there were 2 pelicans just coming into frame then, and they've just dipped below the horizon.
That
would have been a good shot too.
It's always the way.
All right, I am going to do a pano. There's lots going on in the sky, so it's pano time. Yeah, I know my tripod's not straight, but let's get it as straight as we can. So yeah, you might not hear much talking for a while because it's going off, and I'm going to get some nice photos. Mind you, after last night, I don't think I'm going to top last night. Last night was just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Tonight's nice. It's a bit more pastel-y tonight. Last night, I actually had to, for the first time in ages, I actually turned down my saturation.
Oh, really?
Like the raw files were too colourful.
Yep.
And I haven't had that happen for a long time.
So you shot in JPEG?
Nah, I shot in RAW.
RAW.
Shot in RAW, but even the raw files were too colourful.
Okay.
It was incredible. It was so bright, just colour. I prefer this sort of colour, like it's just a nice pastel-y colour. So all I'm doing is just, doing a pano, and then I'll stitch all them together. And I just use those grid lines, so get those grid lines right on the horizon.
Wow.
How good does that look? So show some of your photos to the camera if you want, just so people can sort of see what we're getting.
How do I?
So yeah, sort of stand behind it, or to the side there. So check out some of Dan's shots.
I don't like this if you get too close to the screen.
It does. It blurs. Oh, because it's mirrorless.
Yeah, can they see that?
Yeah. Look at that. All those patterns in the sky. It's good banter. Cheers. All right. I was going to bring a beer out here tonight, but then I thought the banter might get a bit too bantery. Yeah. Just start talking crap.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, look, we'll do this more often. I think this is.
It's fun. It's good. It's weird being on the other side of the camera.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It took a while for me to get used to as well.
Yeah.
But especially because for those that don't know, Dan's going to start up a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's sort of in the process of getting onto the other side of the camera. So beautiful shots, Dan.
Thank you.
So yeah. So Lindsay's in here. Yeah, Lindsay's always mentioned that he wants to come out with us too one night. And,
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Oh, look behind us.
Oh, wow.
Have a look at this. Look what just happened behind us. It's going off. It's doing what it did last night. We've got pinks, and the phone's not doing it justice. That is literally pink and aqua. Yeah, the phone's not doing it justice. That is amazing. Just composition-wise, it's tough. It's hard shooting back that way. With the telephoto, you'll be right.
Yeah. I just wanted the bit of the greens and then those patterns. And then if we can put it on, I'll put it on Instagram later, and then people can go check it out.
And then we can link the video to your Insta.
Yeah.
So then people can at least see you and hear you. And all right, I'm coming back this way. It's have a look at the sky now, and I'm going to do another pano. Oh wow! Look at that. It's happening. It's definitely happening. Again. So yeah, hopefully everyone's enjoying the stream so far, because we certainly are. This is looking really good. So do you want to tell people about your masks as well?
Yeah, so my partner Julie, she does a bit of diving, and she's just started a mask business called Sirens Dive, and it's kind of trying to build a free dive and diving community. So it's what it is it's bright coloured masks that eventually will start swimwear and matching the bright coloured mask to the swimwear. Yep. But we got that from Valerie Taylor. Yeah. Do you remember Valerie Taylor?
Yep, I remember Valerie Taylor quite well.
So she was like an old school, if you don't know, she's an old school diver. And she used to wear all this bright and colourful gear.
Yep.
And Julie absolutely loves her. So she wants to kind of bring all that back. So yeah, Sirens Dive.
Yeah, they are. They're very bright, colourful masks, and they are, all the pastel-y colours, which are nice. And it's something different.
Because she couldn't find any masks. It's kind of like, if you look at the wetsuits and all that kind of stuff, it's all kind of like
blacks.
Blacks and greys and stuff. And she likes the kind of colourful stuff. So you can't really find it anywhere in one place. So she started that, and it's picked up. So
it's doing well. I've seen quite a few things on Insta popping up. And I love the advertising. The advertising's really good. Like, it's a good theme.
And people are really getting involved. Like, they want to be a part of it. And that's kind of what we want to achieve with the Sirens Dive.
Yep.
So it's,
Yeah. So I'll put a link to that in you can do that on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Put a link in there. So, g'day Jason, how are you? Skyline looking fantastic. Sitting here watching with Sebastian. He's very excited seeing your photos and says hi. G'day Sebastian, how are you? And thanks Jason, thanks for popping in. Have a look at this sky. It's
amazing.
Have a look at that. Just going to stop taking photos for a second and check this out. And I will update the thumbnail when I get home. Yeah, this happened last night. The thumbnail was just my mouse pad sitting on the desk.
I'd take some sky photos.
Alright, I think I've got to do another pano. This is when I love doing panoramas, when we've got all this colour, because I don't want to miss anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so much colour up there. I want to get all of it.
Just go switch my lens.
So Dan's got his telephoto on and sort of getting lots of colours. So we need to get Julie out here on a night like this.
Yeah,
I'll order another night like this. I'll order the sunset to go off.
Yep.
Get those pastel-y colours.
Yeah, she'd love it. We should do a shoot for Sirens.
Yeah. Well, maybe, I'm even thinking once we go to Round Island, because I haven't been out there with the camera before, so I don't know what it's like photo-wise. I'd love to get the sunset over Hervey Bay, though.
Yep.
From Round Island. So yeah, stay tuned for that one. We've been planning that for a while now. Just waiting for the weather and waiting for everything to line up. So our plan is to paddle the kayaks out to an island and do a bit of a live stream from an island. Just for something different. Okay.
Wow.
How good is that?
Wow.
Got your wide angle now.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it?
I just had a look at the back of the screen and I'm like,
are
you kidding?
Yeah, this is what happened last night. It was that explosion of colour.
And I lost my tripod screw.
Oh no. So just make sure your shutter speed's fast enough that you don't get blur. That's stabilised, isn't it, that lens?
Yep.
Yeah. You should be okay. This is like last night. Last night I just kept taking photos. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. Wow, what a sky. Absolutely, the sky looks great here at home. So imagine, yeah, it's amazing out here at the moment.
That's intense.
I'll bring you back a little bit just so you can see us. See the back of our heads anyway. So yeah, getting down nice and low. Have a look at that. This is what it's all about. That's amazing. So yeah, thank you to everyone who's in here again. And I'm doing a panorama, so I'm just doing a bit of a sweep. So let's just get another shot there. And you know what we should do? We should do some profile pictures. I've been thinking of doing that.
Yeah.
I want, just like as a silhouette against the sky. I did it with the GoPro and it looked awesome on the GoPro. Because I do need to update my profile picture.
I should have brought the lights.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it.
I was thinking of bringing lights, but I'll do that as another stream. I was almost going to stream it just before Christmas, a self-portrait stream.
Yeah.
Because, at the moment, my portrait, I've got a YBS shirt. So I thought it might be time to promote myself rather than YBS.
I think so.
And now I've got some shirts. I've got some shirts now. They're just prototypes at the moment. So yeah, you just order them online. Just get a logo or something on there. So
yeah, I've got some Aqua ones, but I go through so many shirts. I just ruin them.
I know. I'm the same. Yeah, shirts and me don't last long. I think this one's already got a few stains on it. Look at that. That is incredible. So yes, welcome to Hervey Bay. We get this every night here in Hervey Bay.
Very lucky.
Don't we? Every night it's like this.
We are so lucky.
So for everyone who's not in Hervey Bay, I'm not going to promise you we get this every night, but it's pretty rare. It's pretty rare. All right, I'm going to do a quick portrait. Suck my guts in for the camera.
Nice.
So, yeah, I need to update my profile picture. So there's a quick tip. If you ever want to get a self-portrait, 10-second timer. I'm just going to go a little bit further forward this side. I don't want to stand in front of the tree. So yeah, 10-second timer will give you time to walk out into your frame. Yeah, nice. Yeah. So yeah, wide angle lens doesn't do wonders for portrait photography. But there's my new portrait photo, or cover photo. So yeah, just 10-second timer, gives you time to go and walk out in front. Make a fool of yourself. So Lindsay said, what telephoto? Was that the 100 to 400?
Yeah, it's the 100 to 400.
Yep.
Yep.
Claudia, g'day, how are you? Now that's a photo shoot, absolutely. So I've got Aqua Dan here with me.
Hello.
Hey Dan, do you ever get called Diver Dan?
No.
Like the character in the Sea Change TV series. Diver Dan.
No, I don't, but...
Not yet. You
Not
will
yet, but I will now.
You will, yep. Hashtag Diver Dan.
Diver Dan. I thought Aqua Dan would be catchy.
Yeah. And that's your thing too, isn't it? Like it's...
Yeah, the underwater stuff. That's where I'm most passionate. Like some people get passionate with like sports photography or other things. I'm ocean. I just love underwater.
I love this. I love sunset, sunrises.
Yeah.
Beach. Love water, rocks. Yeah, that's what I love. Not so much the inland landscapes. Like we don't have mountain ranges here, so it makes it a bit tough. So it's one of those things that I've never really got to do a lot of mountain range type photography.
They're all fun, aren't they?
Yeah,
it's like I went to Bunya Mountains the other day,
and
I'll tell you what, I didn't think I'd love birds so much.
Yeah,
and then I was thinking, oh, I better be careful, or I might turn out and just do bird photography because it's that fun, you know, just to do something different.
It is bird, and it's challenging. It's a good challenge.
Especially like if you're in a forest environment, like like Bunya, and it's like dark, and you really need to push those settings to get good light and up that shutter speed. It's really tough.
It is tough.
So when you get one, it's rewarding.
Especially like low light and bird food, you've just got to crank up those ISOs. You've got to crank them up because as soon as your shutter speed gets too slow, movement and wow, like
I like the way that you got a tinge of colour on the outside here.
It sort of just keeps changing.
And that's the thing, people might pack up at this time, and then when you walk away and you look back and you're like, oh damn, it's on the left.
So anyone who's a regular in my channel, they know about the blue hour. So but last night it didn't stop. It literally it did, and like even now it was still orange. It just did not stop. It was and look, tonight's as good. Tonight's as good.
There's different spots, hey. Like you can take a picture here, and then you walk over there and look at the water line. You've got other things that you can shoot as well.
Exactly, and I noticed like when I was out here last night, I probably should do it myself. I'll bring the camera over. There's a really cool little drain, a runoff. So over here, like almost adds as a leading line up towards the tree. So if we come down here into the mud, like look at that.
Oh yeah, cool.
There's a bit of a leading line up towards the tree. So that did make for a couple of good shots last night as well.
Draw their eye to...
So because I had the 50D last night, I was sort of experimenting more than anything because I didn't have a wide angle. I literally had the kit lens on it. So I had to come back further just to get the entire sky. And that's where I found this little drain. So nice little leading line up to the tree, which is really cool. And I'll save that one for blue hour, I think. We'll get that up at blue hour. But you know, it's one of those when you got a sky like that. So I reckon as we get to blue hour, we'll get a little bit more colour, and I reckon like even a portrait would look good, and literally have that leading line running up to the tree. So this is where you'd have to do brackets. Okay.
I haven't got the tripod screw, so I'm out.
You can use mine if you want. Have you got your attachment, your plate?
It'll be fine.
We'll just have to come out here again.
We'll have to.
So
good excuse.
What I was just saying to Dan, like a shot like this, you can do it in portrait style to get all that foreground. So this is when I do bracketed exposure. So I do one exposure for my foreground, and then I'd do another exposure for that sky, and then blend them together. So and I will get that shot. Okay, I'll just wait for the sky to do a bit. Wait for the sky to do more because it's not doing enough at the moment. That is looking good. So this time of night it's a good time to start playing with white balance, because the auto white balance, sometimes it goes a bit funky with purples. It goes a little bit funky with the purple sometimes. So I'm just going to play around with my white balance. And just have a look. I want it fairly cool. Fluorescent's going to be too clear. Fluorescent. So look at that. That's just by changing the white balance, and you can make it go purple. I don't want to punch in a custom white balance at this stage. Around about 5,200. So that's a daylight one. Still got that purple tint to it. So that's why I generally just shoot auto white balance. Auto white balance, and I can change it in Lightroom. Rather than trying to get it out here, let the camera dictate what it thinks is the correct white balance, and it usually gets it pretty right. Okay, cameras these days, white balance isn't an issue. So 9 people in here at the moment, so thank you again to everyone who's in. It's been a pretty epic sunset.
It's been good. Really good.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I did bring those other lenses.
I know. Yeah. I'm spewing I didn't bring my other lenses. But no, it's alright. Like I said, it'd give me an excuse to get back out and take some more shots. So we're starting to it's starting to lose colour. There's plenty of colour there, but yeah, once blue hour kicks in, then we'll get another. I love the blues and the oranges.
Yeah, the warm and the cool tones.
Yeah, yeah. I do like especially it's what's starting to happen out that way now. See how you start to get the blues, blue and orange. And that's where one of my favourite pictures of the Scarness pier.
Yep.
No, the Torquay pier. You have the pier in the middle,
yep.
and you get the orange to one side and the blue sky.
Blues to the other.
I just love those shots. I love them. I love having the oranges and blues with a splash of green. Is probably my favourite. Yeah, can't wait to get back down to the sunny coast, get some of those rocks with the weed. Just as it was sort of heading into blue hour. It's almost dark in Urangan. So let me know if we're still here, because we might finish up soon. Yeah, the phone sort of doesn't pick up blue hour great. So yeah, Jack's saying it's glitching out big time. So yeah, let me know if you're still here. Sometimes it just takes a while because our reception isn't great. Sometimes it takes a while to catch up. So if anyone's still there, just let me know that you can hear us. If not, we might wind up the stream and start heading back. So Lindsay's saying it's almost dark in Urangan. Yeah, it's not far off. Got that last little splash of colour. And this is where it does get nice too.
Yeah, you'd end up walking away and it'd be like a light show.
Yep. So I'm going to get a few more shots. I might actually get that one with the creek.
Yep.
I'll just leave this running. It might catch up. If not, we've sort of covered everything we need to. And hopefully a mud crab doesn't come. It's very soft down here, isn't it?
Quicksand.
All right. It's okay. Right. It gets muddy down in those little runoffs, doesn't it? All right, I might do one more. Let's just check whether this stream is ended or not. Please hang in there a little more. Okay, can you hear us? Let me know if the stream is working again. Our bit rate has dropped way down. So see how you can see the bit rate here. Normally you want around about 3,000. It's dropped right down.
500, is it?
Yeah. I want to see more blue hour. Yeah, stick with it. Hopefully reception's just a little bit up and down at the moment. We may drop out. If we drop out, so be it. But yeah,